Okay, so remember, once I say we are live, we will actually begin, so don't worry, nobody's recording that. Hey everyone, welcome to the special start of this Friday Raw, because this is something new. As you see behind me, it's a kind of an operation in process. I will slowly build up a small home studio and you will be able to see all of it live. And today, for the kicking start of it, I am joined by a couple of, let's say, professionals. Okay, not let's say professionals. First of all is Mikael, also known as Demonik, in the game and on some Skype chats. So Mikael, say hi to the good people on the internet.
Hello, everyone.
Mikael will be checking the chat tonight and letting us know what's actually going on, if anything is right or wrong. And second, star of the evening, the person you've been waiting to hear about yourself for some time. Let's welcome Camille, also known as Yeti.
Hello.
Okay, guys. So while I'm trying to calm down my nerves and drink some water, let's. Oh Jesus! Let me actually open the game, because the whole point of this, it's a. Let's be honest, it's an excuse for me to actually play in Red Cup. But just so happens I'm also English community manager, as you can see in your lower right screen. My name is Sergey Balabanov, and today and every Friday I'm going to be joined by some guests from the helpers, from the developers, probably someday, anytime anyone is foolish enough to join me. So guys, what's up? Mikael, update us how the good people in the chat, because I will start on my stuff.
So people actually started asking questions.
Oh Jesus, already.
Yeah, already.
Okay,
about promo codes, of course. About
okay.
Where is next sale.
Let me do this as straight as I can. There will be no promo codes for this type of streams, okay? Not today, not next week, no promo codes. If you would like to join our community streams, it's gonna be special, like what we did before, like the hunt and stuff like that, and something else we've been working on lately. Join them. This is just basically to rank up and to talk to people and say like, hey, Camille, what's up? How's been your day? Camille, come on, wake up. You're here? You're still here? Okay.
But that I mute my microphone. Yeah, the day was very cool.
Yeah, so tell us, Mika, are there any questions about ESL or stuff like that? Because I've promised people some special stuff.
Someone is asking about the mobile version of the game. When it's gonna be out?
Well, out is still under, and it's a secret information, but second half of May, as we promised, you will be able to, at least you will have a chance to be among the first testers of the game. So, you know, it's kind of close if you can already download and play it live. Next question. No, don't worry, guys. See, it's close. I mean, like, come on. It's live testing for not only internal, it's just for anyone. It's gonna be okay.
So, Surprises is asking about prizes for YouTubers.
Surprises, thank you so much, especially because you certainly didn't ask it 20 times in the chat somewhere else or on the forum tonight, okay? Because I'll reveal you all of the secrets I can on this kind of streams, because it's gonna be the same person who's doing this stream, same person will be sending you the codes, which means at least let me finish this one, and after that I will work and send all of the prices. Don't worry, you saw the list on the forum. If you're in the list, everything else is all right. Okay, boys, I'm gonna jump in the actual battles, and today I have lined up several missions. At least one will be easy. The second one will be even easier, and one is capture the flag. Okay. Not gonna change, don't have money. So, I will play. Already gotten some gifts, we will check them later. Mikael, tell us, how are you related to ESL? And Yeti, please, Camille, tell us all of the dirt you can on the ESL, how it happened. Maybe there are already some questions about ESL.
Yeah. So Michał, let's start. How do you connect it?
Oh, actually, you are connected way more than me. You know actually almost everything about it. So
Okay, guys, let's try to at least act professional. Okay, you are a team. Once again, these are two of the official community managers of the Polish version of the game. So act accordingly. let's at least let's show some decorum here for once.
That's how we work every day.
Well, if you say so.
exactly.
Okay, so ESL, what's up?
Yeah, regarding ESL, maybe I just start from the beginning. When I started working on ESL as a volunteer, it was about 5 years ago. I just were the volunteer. I started working. I like this. I were on the many events, offline and online. Mostly like a referee. I just helped to organize everything, to make everything good, and etc. And then I working on the Tanki, and almost from the beginning, I just start asking why there is no ESL connected with the Tanki. So as you probably remember, some time ago, I started a topic on the ESL forum and asked for the votes and comments on English forum, on Polish forum, to just start cooperation with the ESL. As you already see, it's live. We have ESL. We are finished the first tournament.
Tell us about that. Tell us about the first tournament, how it went.
Yeah, actually it was a funny thing because we were prepared everything, prepared how we want to have it. But yeah, of course there were some issues with the information. Some information were not clear, and we got a lot of questions regarding the tournament, regarding how to prepare everything, how to do a team on the ESL, and etc. But yeah, and we spent a lot of hours, let's say, on the Discord to explaining for the all players how to do it, how to do it, how to do it. Yeah, it was really working time for the day before the tournament and also in the tournament day. I've spent a lot of hours to explaining how to do it.
Okay. Let me stop you for a second. So imagine I'm still dumb enough, I don't understand, and I'm asking you right now how to do it, because on May 6th, if I remember correctly, you'll have to do it again. So you have an opportunity to tell people how to actually do it.
Actually, you can't, because you have too low rank. Sorry.
Well, way to rub it in. I mean, if I had the rank.
Yeah, actually, firstly, you have to register on the ESL site.
Yeah.
It's very simple process, so everyone should do it easily. The next thing is to gather a team. Actually, you can do it also before registration on the ESL, but you have to have at least 5 people in the team to start playing on the ESL in the Tanki tournament. So yeah, when you get a team, you have to create a team on the ESL page. It's very simple, just choose a team on the right side of the tournament, and you can create it.
Okay, Mikael, any questions so far already about what?
Of course, I got like 5 questions. So
okay, let's start with number 3.
Sidhant Chawan is asking, will the old Tanki of 2014 and 18 ever come back?
Sure. We all can dream, but basically in reality, you cannot go back in time. I understand, and trust me, Tanki is not the only game that goes through that, because sometime, even if we were to, for example, bring exactly the same copy of the game from back then, it wouldn't survive right now. It's a different age. You look at stuff like Fortnite, you look at other mobile projects and PC and console projects, free-to-play is very different. You can't go back. And, well, you can go back, but you will remain as a business for exactly 2 days. Next question.
Goldbox 100 is asking, when YouTubers will get the spectator mode?
Next week probably, because let's at least send the promo codes for the tier prizes, and next week, at the beginning of the week, we will contact everyone who is eligible for the spec accounts. And don't forget, it's not going to be on your main, it's going to be a separate account that we will share the login and password from. And if you are not at any point in time, you will no longer have that opportunity. Okay, not bad.
Next question is from Sula Sula. When will you release XT skins update?
Oh, speaking of XT skins, because you see, I've tried to prepare in time. Let me first check if we have any sudden appearances on our Discord. No, that's sad. Okay. Anyway, XT skins. Got some questions before the stream. I had an opportunity to ask the man himself, about what about XT skins, and basically the answer is they are being finished right now, but it's being prepared for release, the whole new skin system, but no new skins will be added to the game. So basically, if I understand the sentence correctly, it's gonna be the new system with the current set of skins, well, equipment which will become skins. And if I somehow understood it correctly, I hope somebody will correct me live in chat as well. Somebody with a special hazel name. Next question.
Okay, next question is from Tushar Tetuya. Why, bro, you remove 100 crystal boxes?
Man, you're asking the wrong guy. I didn't touch your crystal boxes ever. Okay. Well, if I understand correctly, it became. Imagine how much golds right now affect how people play the battles and behave in battles, and it became too much of a problem, so they were removed. But again, I've been following Tanki for a long time, but I've been working only for close to a year. Sorry, don't have any other question. Maybe you guys have, because you've been here longer than me. Kamil, Mikhail, up to you.
I think Michał is longer here than me, so...
Oh, come on.
Okay, wait. Let's...
Actually, you are longer than me.
Let's take this opportunity to discuss the main stuff we should have at the start of the stream. And also, our limited time on the stream is basically dictated by when the sun goes down. Anyway, because I don't have any other way to light the room. So guys, when did you join Tanki? When did you became each of you? When did you became an officially community manager? How long was it ago? Mikhail?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start with Mikhail, yeah.
So I have started playing like, oh my god, it was like, let's say 6 years ago. I was actually applying for a chat moderator in English community.
Whoa.
Because there wasn't a Polish community in this time.
So,
and I got rejected, unfortunately.
Man, did I hear that somewhere before? Okay, rejected, but still something. Maybe the fact that you are now a community manager for the Polish region, you didn't leave the game. What happened next?
It was probably because of my age. It was understandable. I was 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa.
So yeah. And then I was added to a special group of translators to translate the Polish insults, to ban them, and so on. It was really long time for me to get into chat moderation stuff. So, but it was worth it, actually.
Okay.
All chat moderators in English community are best guys, you know.
Yeah, sure, if you say so. I don't know. My PMs beg to differ, but I trust you guys. But Kamil, what about you?
Actually, I started playing Tanki about 3 years ago, and started playing Tanki about 1 month before I started to be a community manager of Tanki for the Polish version.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So you don't care about the game, right? You're only here for the money.
No, actually, really not.
Come on.
Come on!
Spill the beans.
So maybe after me, you will describe how long you play Tanki.
Since inception. How
Actually,
can you prove otherwise?
there is no, but you also don't have proofs for it.
Of course I have. Give me like a couple of minutes with Photoshop, I will have all of the proof you need.
Of course.
So
yeah, regarding me, I started play Tanki, and yeah, at the beginning I enjoy the game. I have my accounts on the, I don't remember, not for now, which I have.
okay.
But yeah, I played very often on the beginning because I had more time for it. But yeah, when the Polish version started, I had a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to do, like translations, rules, forum, to cooperate everything.
I can
To be on the
imagine.
side. Yeah, imagine that. I know.
Text,
Yeah.
the most exciting part of working as a community manager, writing and
Yeah,
translating
text.
texts. Yeah.
Writing, translating,
Oh, man.
updating, and etc. Yeah. But yeah, I still, maybe not very often, but some time to time I played to see how new I'm very often reading the updates. Oh, wait, I'm translating it. So yeah, but I very often checking how new updates looks like in the game to know how to answer the questions from the players. For example, on the help desk and also sometimes on the chat. So now I'm not playing very often, but on the beginning I played to know the game, because when I have to be a community manager, I need to know a bit the game, where I work.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you are playing now.
Well, I mean, I strongly believe in general. I mean, like, people will give you crap again for not being like a veteran player of any projects, but if you're a good community manager and if you join a project, it's your duty and it's your actual work to know the game and to play the game because you cannot possibly understand people and what they think about the balance, about the mods, about the updates, all of that stuff, unless you actually play the game and feel it yourself. So I agree with you, and that was smart. And with me, yes, I usually well, it just so happens Tanki isn't my first love. So previously, when I was joining any projects, and Tanki is not an exception, I take an extra several months to play the game obsessively and as cheaply as possible, especially if it's free to play, because you cannot expect to understand the game as a paid player from the beginning. Yeah, that's my side. Mikkel, any questions from the chat, because you've been
Yeah,
quiet.
of course.
Yeah,
so
sure.
far 8, so let's ask them all.
Oh, Jesus.
Marsus is asking, is there an official Tanki Online Discord channel somewhere?
It is planned. I don't want to give a specific date, but June or July you will have it. No matter what it will cost me, you will have it.
So
yeah.
Okay.
It's in the war. Yes. See,
This
that's
summer.
good. That's good. That's good. That's a professional. He tries to catch me like from the beginning, like this year. yeah, this year. Yeah, we just need to make a couple of changes, and after that we will go with the everything I promised. I try to deliver. Not everything I can, but well, at least this one is on video live. What else? Other questions?
I have pretty nice question.
Yeah.
Nives, why are you playing with
That's
mouse
not
control?
my name. That's not my name.
Knives.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
Offended.
Jesus, somebody in the local chat being very excited. Well, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, why are you playing with mouse control?
Because there is no other way. That's the only way. Well,
So-
okay, so basically I've tried, I'm a simple person with a limited set of skills, so when I try to play with the keyboard, you know, like turret on the arrow keys, like WSD on the actual plane, I'm just too dumb to play with hands at the same time. But mice feels like natural. it doesn't take me extra effort to look somewhere and to align my tank with the drifting. That's what I like the most about Tanki, the drifting. And I was very upset when it was announced about the new controls. But then I was very glad when they announced that Viking will not be touched. So yeah, I play because it's natural, man. That's the way to do it. If you do it otherwise, well, you know, take your bliss, do whatever you want. Any questions? Maybe some people ask questions to you guys. I'm not the only one here, okay? You're my guests.
But you know more answers than us.
I don't. No, I don't. We're colleagues. I mean, like Mikkel, I don't know, but Camille, you should know at least exactly as much as I do.
So let's go with another question.
Yeah.
Gloom is asking when developers will release new overdrives.
That's also a question I have in my document. Let me die and I will be able to answer it in a couple of seconds. I'm, for some reason... What's your expectation? Your personal expectation? You guys, come on.
Oh, wow. Go,
Okay. I got my answer. I saw the doc again because my memory is so bad. They are delayed until summer, but they are not delayed just because. They're delayed because something else is coming before them. Something else for the gameplay. That's your answer. Straight from the man.
Okay, right.
That's excitement, if I ever heard one. Okay, so Mikkel, come on.
Kind lol.
I have plenty of questions to ask for now, so let's go with Jordan.
Wait, come on, wait a second. It's like for a second I was like, maybe Mikkel suddenly like have a different pitch of voice. Who
Yes,
is?
it did.
Okay, guys.
Did.
You know what? We have a guest tonight. Somebody probably unexpected, but the guy, the man who has all of the answers. So welcome the one and only, the
That guy.
the Hazel.
While, yeah.
Yeah, the Hazel of all people. So,
I spoiled it.
well, spoiled. See, if we took extra time for people to actually guess who you are, you know, like people are leaving. We need to keep them. So, what's up, man? You are joining us on the Mikkel knows what minute. How's your day?
I'm sorry I didn't join later because I've been waiting for my... earlier. Earlier, of course, I've been waiting on my delivery.
Don't worry, we're both Russians here. We both don't know any kind of English whatsoever, so speak freely. It's a safe environment.
Messing things up, acting almost professionally all the time. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, exactly. See, the difference is me, I'm a community manager. Who cares? You're a different kind of person.
Who even less cares, but yeah, right.
Yeah, so once again, let's repeat. If we did not repeat before, we have Hazel himself here joining us for tonight, and by the sound of Polish guys suddenly going quiet, I think they're very shy. Come on, guys. It's a person. You know him. I know him. Everything's all right. Speak.
I'm trying to catch all the... Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Let's pick one at a time.
I'm trying to catch all the questions from the chat, so I'm so quiet.
Yeah, see, that's my master plan. I knew I won't be able to answer any questions, so I invited the one person people actually want to hear. Not us, who cares?
All the time I can to wait for the questions to come up, and then I'll take all the time I can to answer them. It will take some time, right?
Oh, come on. Mikkel, shoot at us. Probably tons of questions for the man himself. Mikkel?
So yeah, let's go. Ansh Tiagi is asking, when is the next war planet?
What? War planet?
War.
Ah, war. Okay.
It's Mars! It's war! Yeah, right.
Well, you know better than me.
Yeah, right. I know because I'm the one of those people who actually involved in the production of the war, but I'm not sure that I actually can say that for now.
Okay, this year, this like second half of the year.
Yes, of course. We're right now discussing some changes to make it more fun.
Okay, you didn't answer the question. Second half of the year.
Today, let's say it's might be right in the middle. Where's the middle of the year actually?
Okay, summer confirmed. Next question.
Jordan Tanki Cup is asking, where will we gonna get new house and turrets?
So, do you have a plan for Magnum number 2, the sequel?
I got all the magnums you want. Actually,
well, 0. Do you have 0? Because that's all the magnums people actually eyeball.
Well, fun fact that that thing called Juggernaut, it's supposed to have double magnum barrels, not the railgun turrets.
That's sweet. That's, you know,
nice.
Yeah, that could be so awesome, but we just couldn't figure out how to make you actually control that stuff. So yeah, right.
Well,
double magnum for this time.
People who use magnum don't have any skills whatsoever, so it's smart for you not to use it.
Because Juggernaut is all about the skill. Yeah, right.
Exactly. So,
down to the question about new turrets and hulls.
Yeah, any plans whatsoever for new gear?
Yeah, because well, first of all, these kind of questions, I love them because for 5 years, that's the first one I like to answer. Now, about the thing, let's begin with the hulls. Why with the hulls? Because we have talked about overdrives, you might remember that, and somewhere near overdrives we're mentioning that overdrives comes first as the thing that defines the hulls. So when overdrives actually released, we will have an idea of what kind of hulls do we need to support the overdrives. I mean, there is no reason to add new hulls right now because they are so similar. It's kind of ridiculous, All you got is 2 hulls, basically. I mean, the dictator that catch all the goals and the rest of useless stuff. So why add another one? I'm sure you guys can relate about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mika?
As for the hulls, we're actually thinking about new mechanics we can use to, make them way more different than the others. The thing where we've been is the hull that can walk actually got legs or something like that.
You're talking bipedal tankies?
Yeah, it
Metal
could
Gear.
be nice, the only thing they can surpass. Get you waiting, that
See?
thing.
It's like two old guys, the only 2 old guys who understand, and like both Camille and Yeti don't even know what we're talking about. Because
Snake, we're too old for this.
Yeah, exactly. We're
just to suffer.
we're too old, yeah. So what you're saying, you have an idea for a walking tank.
Yeah, and the thing about that tank should be, it cannot be pushed by other tanks because at first it will be awkward to push the tank with legs. Secondly, I think it will make for an actually interesting tank that cannot be moved by others, yet it should have some, let's say that, how it moves. I mean, you cannot turn this walking tank because it actually should look as a spider, at least what we've discussed internally. It means when you turn your turret, you don't turn your hull. There is actually no way because when you push the left or right button, it actually strafes to the side. It doesn't turn.
Okay.
If you turn your turret and then you say actually move forward, then it will turn and move forward. I mean, it's gonna be the tank that can actually strafes. We're not sure if it's gonna work, but we at least try.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting you, but could you expand on what do you mean it cannot be pushed?
Exactly what I mean. If you're going to ram this tank with another tank, it's not going to move from the place where it stands.
Nice.
At least that's the idea, because working about legs that are pushed by other tanks is gonna be
Okay, so new hull confirmed as well. See, we got all of the exclusive you want.
well, I mean, we're discussing this stuff, for ages.
That's not what I hear. I heard you saying it's confirmed and it's like legit 100%. Okay.
Okay, got me. So yeah, the other one, we're actually thinking about two different tanks. The other one should be obviously be a hover tank, because, of course.
Yeah, why not? Looks cool, sounds cool, drives everywhere. But if it's
you seem like you ever seen it, all right? You haven't seen it.
Of course not. It's somehow like you forget that we're in two different places across the country. I'm not in the office. Yeah.
You have peeked it above my shoulder. I know that.
Okay, so sorry for interrupting you. I will try to shut up. Tell us about the hover tank.
Number one is, well, it also shoots strafe, and it hovers. So if you go over the bridges or of some elevated space, you will not fall. You will gradually.
Oh.
What is the word? I don't know. Like Spyro the Dragon. What's he's doing?
Flow.
Yeah, you actually fall down.
Flow, fly.
Right.
But okay. Is there like any height you can? What's the highest obstacle I can just hover over? Or is it like?
Wait a minute. It's not going up by any means.
Yeah. I mean, all of the ramps, all of the walls, everything stays the same. It's just about dropping down, right?
We're not sure yet, because we have to. It's not yet. We were thinking about letting him go over the tanks, but that would be ridiculously overpowered in terms of catching goals, of course, and you have to deal about that anyway. So we're just thinking about if it's gonna work or not in the game at all. So to fly as high as crocodiles fly, from that anecdote.
Yeah, again, just old guys. If you want to take the temperature of the room, you listen to the Polish guys. we didn't hear them like for 10 minutes. So
yeah, right. So it will fly really, really low, just a few centimeters from the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's something we're discussing.
Let's not promise what we can deliver right now. So, Mikael, maybe any other questions, because we've been on this one.
Yeah, of course, 10 of them so far. So let's go.
That's kind of small. Come on, people.
We're missing on turrets, right? Because I got that awesome idea about the new turret. Gonna be double barrel Magnum. I've been talking about that one. I remember.
See, yeah. So Mikael, question, yeah.
Larus 2003 Gaming is asking, any plan for making Tanki in French or any other country?
Well, does he care about country or the language? Because we have plans to have different languages available to be played the game. Right? Do we?
Me? Yes, we do. And actually, you're the guy from the publishing team, so you know better than me, actually, right now.
Yeah. See, I'm just trying to take my responsibility and give all of it to you for any stupid stuff I say.
Plenty on my shoulders. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the mantle of leadership. You know what they say: the matrix, the mantle, all of them the same, till all are one. So yeah, French language is. At least translated. The game is translated, but it's all of the...
No. You can't play that game. You have to say it's confirmed, as with me. You just say that.
Man, whatever. I can say, yeah, new turret confirmed, yeah. Community managers getting double the raise of the salary confirmed. Everything you want to.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Didn't you hear? Yeah, we can ask for anything.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, small team of actual players are working on volunteer translation of the game. We have no specific dates of when they will be implemented, but we do plan to take upon several languages, including, maybe, not confirmed, Arabic, French, Dutch, Italian, Finnish, Lithuanian, and something else. I'll save it to Likna next time. It's not official, it's not confirmed, okay, guys? It's just what we are working on right now as a community team. Not as Tanki HQ, as a community team. Next question. It's been too silent. It's like I've
my favorite question, when Hazel will leave Tanki, that's my favorite question of all time.
Oh, come on. No. The first question is when Tanki dies. Tanki is dead. Didn't you know about it? Tanki is dead.
I've been fired, just recently for some reason in Russian community.
Yeah.
I was shocked to learn,
Well, you know what? With the internet today, it could actually happen, but somehow I doubt it.
That was kind of hilarious because, I was leaving the office to go to home, and they will start to messaging me, why have you left Tanki? And I'd be like, what the hell?
Did they?
Right. And when I come to home, they were starting to messaging me something like, oh, you didn't? Oh, how could you? And I'd be like, well, what is going on? I mean, you fired me, and then 30 minutes later you get me in back. What is going on?
Oh,
so that was kind of hilarious. So I love this question more and more each day,
Sweet. So, question answered. Mikhail, fire away.
iChick is asking, can we expect a voice chat?
What? In the game, the build-on one?
Probably he mean in game. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Semyon knows, but I bet it's not a priority.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Dudes, you have Discord. Come on. It's free. You can get it like in a second. Oh, god damn it.
Actually, HTML5 actually supports that thing, so we can try that. And well, not for everybody, of course, because that will be totally. I can't even come up with the word for how bad it will be.
That would be nice war.
Yeah, right. But for the matchmaking teams, when you play with your friends, in a team, in matchmaking, when you have 3 or 4 of you guys online, that would be actually great. So, yeah, if it will be possible, we'll use it. Mobile plans, because if we will allow it on, in the browser, we should think about allowing it on the mobile phones, and that is. That's not so great idea because when people use phones to play games, right?
Yeah.
Place called Toilet and stuff like that. So yeah, not sure.
Well, by the way, I got one of the most popular questions from the forum, asked exactly by one person, when HTML5 is being finished or coming into the game.
I can say about that as well.
Sure.
It's actually postponed for a while until we have done with the mobile version. And right now, as no browsers are actually kicking out Flash for good, they're making lots of problems, but it's still working. So we think we can buy some time for us to finish up with the mobile version and then switch back to HTML5, and it will be for good because during development of the mobile version, we actually rewrote our graphics engine, and it's hilariously much more optimized right now on the phones, up to the point that when you have your computer in front of you and your phone, most likely your phone will support higher FPS, and I'm not kidding about that one.
Semyon, could you please, again, sorry for interrupting you, could you please answer a personal question of mine? Why can't I open my garage? I'm playing the client, my garage is not...
yeah. It happens. Probably someone sent you a great gift of, not opening your garage.
Sweet. That's perfect.
That's something.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I also remember that when initially the mobile version was announced, or at least talked on the vlogs, we said several times that the mobile version is actually built on HTML5. So what you're saying right now is
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's actually thing is, it was ready on HTML5, and you could play the mobile version right in a browser. You mean you open a mobile browser and you punch in tankyonline.com, you press in the play button, and you can play the game in your mobile browser. That was awesome, except for one thing.
Controls.
Oh, not even the controls. Controls were up and running at that point. Problem was actually how good HTML5 works on mobile phones, and that was bad. I mean, I could play on my phone, but that phone is hilariously ridiculous. I mean, hilariously expensive. So it's not a good thing. We have to use something native for phones, for Android, to make sure it works. So we have made another version. We've made it right after the New Year's celebrates.
Celebration. So yeah, okay.
So it was actually a month we took that. It was built upon the HTML5 version. So now we have a a basic version that built in HTML5. It has upgraded version of mobile for an Android. It is possible to create the updated version for an iPhone. So yeah, actually.
Okay.
And the HTML5 will use all the benefits of the updated version, such as better optimization.
That's a good topic to touch since my game just crashed. So, okay.
Something gone really bad.
Okay, let me launch it again. What's going on? Whoops.
Try to clear your cache.
I'm using a client. Okay, I got no cache. I'm using the Steam, like a human should. What I was trying to do, I was trying to launch Tanki. Okay, yeah, awesome, Mikhail. I think that's a very good answer. So, any other questions?
Of course, GeoGamer Lasha is asking, why making a new matchmaking?
A new matchmaking? Was there an old one?
Yeah, exactly. Other questions like that.
That's the thing that makes lots of people actually uneasy. I mean, there is no matchmaking currently in the game whatsoever. So yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between the current set of buttons in the lobby and when matchmaking will go actually live? Are they is the stuff disappearing from battle list or what? What's gonna be different?
There are lots of changes like that, so I think we should start from the question why, I guess. The main difference should be that matchmaking actually takes a bit of time to make sure that the game you end up is not, one-sided, all supplies against no supplies funfest. You can relate everybody, and it's not fun to be on the receiving side and having no people that can actually use supplies on your side of the team, and all those guys on the other side, and you be like, come on, why I'm wasting my time in this kind of games. This is one of the things that we're trying to fix with the matchmaking system, because current system just allows anyone to run anywhere. Two types of players. One of them don't care where they end up and they just play in the game, and others who had enough of that and they're trying to end up in games where they have an upper hand. And going in there and they making it only worse, because in that case more people ending up on the bad side of the team who doesn't know what they're doing.
Okay.
Really long way to answer that. Matchmaking is basically the thing to make sure that the games are balanced.
So let's hit at the same time, since we're talking about matchmaking, the changes to the battle lengths, it's 10 minutes now, and stuff like, let's say, flag limit, flag goal in capture the flag. Why ruin the game, Semyon? Why did you ruin the game?
This is one question I'm actually working with right now, because how much ruin it is. After each update, I'm receiving tons of love from players about how bad I am at making games, and
so it's not final. I mean,
5 years already.
The current changes to the battle lengths and to the goal for, let's say, flag limit, it's not final. It's up to tweaking.
Yeah, I mean, the score limit, like flags and stuff like that, I'm sure we can tweak it. We have to look how it works, but we'll try to fix it. As for the time limit, I'd like to say it's final, because the only way it goes from this point is down.
So why 10 minutes?
Why 10 minutes? We actually been playing mobile version for a long time, and the other games occasionally, and the 10 minutes is how long the games actually we've been played these days. Version 15 minutes is actually long. You can just sit in one place for that long. That sounds
Well, that's
actually true, and so we've tried to look for a better game length. So make sure that not only it's suitable for mobile version, but for our account players, it actually be like that. I can stick with this for 10 minutes and be okay with that, but 15 and above, it's
so you're saying that it's not only for mobile, it's better even on PC. I mean, like on
actually,
clients?
yeah, but it will take first some time to adapt, and also the matchmaking to release. Because right now, what players are doing, they're waiting for a good game. They're sitting in a battle list and they're looking for a good game. It's fine, okay, you can do that. I mean, I'm not going to change that, at least for pro battles. But with 10 minutes, you cannot find the game that will last long after you find one. I mean, if you're sitting there and waiting for a place in a battle, it most likely you will end up playing 6 minutes or even less, and that's not optimal. So after the matchmaking release, all of us will start the game on a 10 minutes mark. The time matchmaking will bring you into the new battle, not the one that.
So you can't join the battle. You can't join the battle already in progress. Always a new battle.
No, you actually can, but matchmaking will most of the time will try to create a new one.
Okay, sweet.
Case 10 minutes is fine because there is no lag of waiting for people to join in or waiting for those noobs in the enemy team to stop carrying out flags and something like that.
Okay, I trust you.
It's actually one of the things that I think that's really bad in the current system, because after the battles, part of the team is leaving, and it's always your team. I mean, how it happens?
It's a Murphy's law. It's if something goes wrong, it's always on your side. I've been playing
and
many
the enemy
games.
team.
Yeah.
You're right, and the enemy team is carrying flags because, of course, they do. They want to win. That's what they do. They shouldn't wait for anybody. And while the new players joining in, you already got 2 or 3 flags carrying over. And it's bad. So why we've made 10 minutes right now is to prepare for matchmaking that is actually going to be released this month.
Whoa!
That one of a time.
Whoa! So what you're saying, we have the first confirmed update and leak of the whole video. Matchmaking this month.
I mean, it's not that much of a secret. We're trying to make it before Tanki's birthday, because this thing that happened on Tanki's birthday is much more important.
Whoa! Hold up!
Hold on.
Tanki birthday.
About that one.
Special event, you say? Can you drop any hints? Like, come on, a couple of hints. Come on, nobody.
I can drop all kind of things, but first we'll finish up with matchmaking, of course.
Oh,
I'll try to be boring and extend the time until the sunset, and we'll all walk away without
Okay.
anyone.
Oh, come on, Simeon. Nobody's listening to this. Come on, it's only me and you.
About match. Wait a minute.
They will plan.
The matchmaking is going to be released this month, and it's we have made 10 minutes to make sure that you can adapt to the battles like that. And in matchmaking, 10 minutes will felt a bit longer than they feels right now. And it's actually that's it. That's all I can say about
Okay.
right now.
Okay, thanks. Well, we already got enough info to slice this into like 15 podcasts, so okay, why not? Mika, come on, fire away. Camille, are you alive? Are you even here? No, he's not. Okay, Mika, it's up to you.
I'm still here, don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't unmute my microphone.
Yeah, okay. So, any questions from the chat to Simeon? Maybe to our Polish guys. Come on, guys. Let's have some manners. Ask Mika a couple of questions.
There is one question
Even
about
less
ESL.
professional. Come on.
Let's get drunk. Let's get wasted. I'd love to. I'd love to. Just I don't drink. So, Mika.
Russian.
Well.
Hans Tiagi is asking,
Yep.
will there be any tournaments for low-ranked players? If no, then when?
Well, the polls can answer for the Polish community. For the English community, right now we're just ESL is ongoing, and we have just finished international championship. So for the sake of our poor Italian Lucifer, give a guy a break. Okay, guys. Give him some time to rest, and we will probably, maybe, yeah. Why not? It's a good idea. I can actually wreck some people. Why not? You, me, 101. Come on. Next question.
Okay, Mr. Oxiox is asking, can Tanki Online add more alterations to Railgun or even more guns?
Wait a minute. Is it I follow? Is it I follow? Who is asking this question?
Mr. Oxiox.
That's a made-up name. It's not real.
Follow, because this is the question about Railgun, right?
Yeah, that guy. Well, at least if you go to the English, you know that stability is good. You know that you can go to the English community and always hear.
Saying it's about stability because he's Russian as well, you know.
Oh, come on, man! We can't track IPs. You don't say that on the air. You do it secretly. You do it secretly.
Maybe we should just remove the railgun from the game.
That's an option.
Perfect. That would be a nice thing. That will be a great thing to start some uprisals, you know, fires.
Or as an option, as an alternative, I'm just saying, maybe we can remove Magnum from the game. See, maybe. Keep it in mind, just in the back of your head. Why not? Magnum is better.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. It works.
It doesn't work. That's the whole point. It doesn't work.
It works so good, it doesn't work. Yeah, we can discuss Magnum a bit later. So about the railguns alterations, that will be a good idea to add alterations for every gun actually for once, because we have stopped doing that for quite a while now, and we should come back to that. And I'm not sure when, but there are things planned, of course, because you know Striker has no alterations. That's bad. Magnum has no alterations.
That's good.
That's probably good, right? You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have this like strange condition. Every time I hear Magnum, it's like my heart is. Okay, sorry for interrupting you. Next question. Answer.
Okay.
Answer. Yeah.
Lancy Plays T is asking, how will micro upgrades be done when XT are turned into XT skins?
What will happen to micro upgrades when XT skins are implemented, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Simeon, care to elaborate?
Yeah, sure. Do not worry. You will not lose any of your levels.
Sweet.
Merge your main tank with your XT tank, and the XT will be just in a skin option, and your level will be the merged level of two tanks, and which one is higher will be yours. The more detailed information about how we're going to do it is going to be released before we're going to be making this stuff happen, and this stuff should happen just around, you know, maybe his birthday or sometime later.
Let's say sometime later. Let's say that. that usually saves me. So.
Birthday
It saves me as well.
About this year, maybe next year.
First half, second half. Summer confirmed. Okay, next question.
Yeah, right. Let's stick to that.
MSITO is asking, have the spec of April 2018 been chosen yet?
Oh, he's talking about the she or they, about Spectator Applications 2018. We are looking through the final applications. Don't worry, next week we'll announce it. And by we, I always mean me, personally, been a bit swamped with the YouTuber TO, and that's why it's late. Not because, well, maybe because we are Russian and lazy, but aside from that, just too much stuff. Don't worry, we will announce and post on the English forum in the usual place. You know where to find me. Next question.
Xenon TO is asking, for those people who will get spectator mode, will they get spectator paint on their main accounts or not?
Nope. Oh, well, as far as I know, no. Okay, let's say that as far as the English community manager knows, you are not supposed to get the paint, only the account. But we will double check before giving them actually out, because we.
You mean the operator's paint, or because there is no other paint as far as I know?
Yeah, yeah. there is no like specific spectator paint, right?
I mean, there is only operators one, so
Yeah,
if
there
you
is
join in
operator.
operators team, you will receive operators paint, but receiving spectator like that does not add you to operators team actually.
Yeah, you are just getting the account to be able to make cool videos. That's basically it. Next question.
Okay, like that is asking about iOS version. Why only Android?
How is he asking when he's like literally with the battle with me right now?
And I answered that question when I was talking about mobile version and HTML5 stuff.
He's like literally running with me in the same battle. Either this guy's like generally like a genius and have like 12 set of hands or whatever.
You're doing the same stuff you're playing with in the game with him and actually answer his question, so you must be genius as well, you know.
No. Let me tell you.
Russian vodka.
Russian vodka. Yeah, the power of alcohol, you know, like all that energy, all of that anger and hate has to go somewhere. Anyway, we are staying positive here. Next question.
Military structure.
I'm sorry. The short answer
no
before
problem.
that, as people will ask it again and again, there will be an iOS version right after we'll finish with Android one. When we release it, we'll see how it works. If it's good, we're going to work our ass off to make sure that. Anyway, to make sure that Android, iOS version is there as well, because more stuff, more places, more operation systems, you know, it looks like that.
I feel free to correct me, but working with Apple and releasing a beta, an active beta on iOS is much more difficult than on Android. So let's start with the easy place now first, and then maybe second time. iOS.
Well, there are internal reasons why we end up on an Android for now. So anyway,
all that answered. Yeah. Next question, Mika. I'm sorry for assigning you to chat for this week. Next week, the hero of legend, the one person people always ask about from streams, will be back and will handle the chat. But for today, sun is actually setting down. Last like 10-20 minutes because I'm exhausted. Next question.
So let's go. Military structure is asking, will there be a new map?
Like anywhere, like specifically?
No, just will there be a new
heard
map?
the voice of the Hazelrach actually being really upset about that topic. Feeling all the pain working in the alternative editor, that editor that creates all the map, and it's still painful, you know.
Oh, Jesus. So that's a
So
no.
let's move on.
There is a new map I'm working on right now, but it goes kind of slow, you know, and there is no much.
Let's touch on this topic because we get a lot of questions like when players will be able again to like submit map or like make maps, and in general, are we as a company open to the idea of people creating maps and adding them to the live game?
I am the person open for that because this is how I, end up being a game designer as well.
Whoa.
So I've been working in free. I created was for Warcraft 3.
Whoa.
And stuff like that. So I'm actually all up for that stuff. Right now, we still have, old proper libraries. I mean, you cannot expect new houses or stuff like that for a while right now. I'm sure we can do that. I'm not sure when, but that will be, interesting.
Hey, that's at least a maybe, guys. Guys, that's at least a maybe. that's good. Yeah.
I mean, I got lots of stuff to say about this topic, but for now, we're open for that. Not sure when, though.
Okay, sweet. Miguel, save us.
Okay, next question is from Fuzzy Search. How can I help translating the game to my language?
For now, there is no open positions on new languages, but if in the future you would like to, we will begin to look in people, first of all, from the Vlog translation crew. So try to find where you can join the Vlog translation crew. Prove yourself as a reliable person, as a at least sensible and reasonable person who we can depend on. And after that, maybe one day, American dream. Next question.
Suicide Squad is asking, is there a way for normal non-esports clans to receive spectator mode?
Esports clans. Well, sadly,
For
that's
non-esports clans.
for non-esports clans. Well, parkour club support. If you are into parkour, you can join club support, and usually we give at least one spec after like if your club joins club support, if you are active for at least a couple of months and you create videos that are actually meaningful and not just steal somebody else's content, we usually give the spec. So find club support on the English forum. And as soon as I stop being extremely angry at Swift Smokey, he will be able to help you. Next question.
Goldbox 1000 is asking, why spectators can't record in non-pro battles?
That's against game rules, and that's cheating, and that's unsafe. Don't do non-pro.
Okay, next one. Only Kill Brazil 123 is asking, can you make a more futuristic texture on the supply boxes? Because they are just a piece of wood.
Wood? Well...
With a piece of wood. Seriously, it's cool.
Why not? Well,
why should we go that?
Maybe we can like...
In the wood. No.
Let's say...
Russian wood.
Russian. I was still talking about the game. I somehow feel dirty. Okay. let's maybe there is an option in the future to create a special like sci-fi event. Who knows? That would be cool to have an event that just celebrates like sci-fi in general and create like, I don't know, skins and parachutes, holiday decorations, all of that. So no. Next question.
The pro of it all asking, 10-minute battles are okay, but my question is, can they update the normal gold box drop rates and increase them because of this?
Well, if you increase the normal rates, you can have holidays because everything is too much, no? Semyon knows. He's a game designer. I'm just a community manager. I'm here to talk.
Oh, come on, what are you doing now?
Well, man, I'm a professional at bailing. Okay, so I bail and leave the rest to you.
So I can answer about goals like that. We don't want them to drop at every battle because that would be. But every other battle for sure. And I'm not sure if we were saying that on the vlogs or something. But matchmaking, the goals will drop differently as they drop right now. They will be right now. You cannot see any goals when you're on the low ranks, and you see too much goals when you're on high ranks. Actually, we want to make sure that they are dropping evenly across all the ranks. So we will first wait for that, and then we will discuss how how often they should drop. And you can always drop them from your stash.
Yeah.
We have that option.
So what you're saying, the Tanki is a game about drugs and you should buy more drugs. Okay, I hear you.
Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
I hear you.
I'd like to return back to speaking about fine Russian wood, actually.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, regarding supplies.
I feel uncomfortable. Let's move from this topic. Something's not right. So people are actually asking me to open containers because just so happens on Fridays, every time before the stream, or during the stream, I am finishing my weekly chain. So let me open my containers, which, Jesus Christ, I have 7? Wait.
That happened.
Semyon, isn't this... Well, I'm on week 5.
Nope. Don't even mention me. No.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Any containers. Just don't.
Okay, guys, I probably forgot the last week. Okay, that's not supposed to happen on week 5 because I just finished week 5. So let me do you. Let's do live opening of the containers. How are the kids on the internet doing this? Like reaction to whatever. I'm old. I don't do this stuff. So let's open first of all. And I got
to drink an energy drink and then be all pumped up to open at least one container and be like, oh, come on, look at that. There is a
Rhino paint. I got Rhino paint, guys. What's up? No. This looks like a chocolate. I don't know. Okay, I'll do this quickly. Next one is sweet 3 days of premium. I should have done it before the stream. Would have saved me so much. 3 days of premium, sweet. I didn't know I can actually catch that. 3,500 crystals, sweet. What? 4 more. 1 more, and it's holy smokes, 10k crystals. Not bad, not bad. I'm saying it mostly because I'm a free player, as you know. I don't do drugs, and you should not too. All free. Double damage, and last couple. I know you're excited, guys. I can hear. Whoa, another 10k. Sweet. Last one. Thank you, Semyon. 125 speed boosts. Thank you so much.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
I love that lot.
So you can drag in the bottle.
You know, fun stuff actually. The chance of you getting mines and speed boosts are actually lower than the chance of getting double damage and double armor, but people still upset about having those stuff, you know?
Well,
They accuse me of actually doing it the opposite way, and I'd be like, come on, man, I'm not that evil.
I don't know.
Maybe something went wrong.
Personally, for me, nitro is actually the best drug because Viking on nitro is the perfect hull to use for drifting, and that's I like very much.
All them supplies, please, because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, actually, last week I also got Pulsar, so the week before. Okay, back to black and back to battles. I will do one last battle, and people can ask Mikhail last round of questions, and we will have to stop the stream because I know you would like to ask Semyon a lot of questions, but you know, if we tire the poor person on the first stream, he's never coming back. Mikhail, fire away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is from Anstiagi. Any new parkour contest soon?
At least 2 are in the works. I hope one will be from one of the official clubs and one from the event guys. That's the only. That's what I know. Next.
Mohammed Tankor is asking: is it possible to add the Arabic language in issuing the new phone in Tanki Online? Oh my god, this question.
Is it possible to add Arabic language to the mobile version?
Yeah, probably he mean that.
Well, we'll see. Probably the test will be in several languages at the same time. Don't quote me on that, it's not confirmed. But if we can, we will do. Absolutely, why not? It's still up to me to do that, so why not? Next question.
Eskundo is asking, in Tanki X, everybody gets spec there, but why in TO we don't get specs by default?
Semyon, care
Wait,
to...
what?
In Tanki X, people are getting cheap specs all the time, 24/7. And and here we got nothing. Where we are cheap. So,
That
yeah.
because they didn't bother to make it any special, you know. And because they got matchmaking almost from the beginning.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. We will think about it. I know that the spectating is fun because this is the thing. This is the thing I do all the time. It's much easier to watch over the tanks from above, and it, you know, looks like actually little tanks playing in a sandbox, so it's fun. And you think that you're playing, you know, real-time strategy or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we are gonna allow it to everybody. Maybe we're gonna do it, you know, for the premium users or something like that. We're actually discussing it time to time. More options.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll add from myself that, come on guys, let's be real. You know that as soon as you give people you can trust spectators, it's gonna be like in regular battles 24/7. Helping their friends and stuff. So that is also a possibility. Mikhail, fire away.
Yeah, you're right. You actually have to make sure that the players cannot abuse this system.
Yeah, and right now it's literally... yeah.
We have to do that first and then think about giving it to everybody, something like that.
Yeah, that's an official answer.
Okay, next question from Pout. how will the payment system work for mobile version? Will we be able to pay through top-up balance?
Through shop probably, or what? Top app balance?
uh, top app balance, but you just enter the shop and you buy stuff, with your Google Play account or something like that,
Yeah.
So there won't be something special. You can just enter in a.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain
That's a
this.
good.
It will be easy, okay? That will definitely be easy.
A benefit from working with an established platform like Steam in the past and like Google Play and Apple, they already have all of the built-in functions. Okay, we are not handling the payments; it's handled by the platform, as far as I understand, at least. So it's gonna be
They
okay.
use that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be like that.
It's okay, guys. It's gonna be easy. Don't worry. Next question. Next, like let's say 3 questions, 3 more, and that's it.
Okay, this one is maybe more like request than question, but okay, let's go. XLR8 Railer is asking, can you please reduce spawn time because golds drop so early? In Sandbox, if I get kills even 1 second after siren rings, it's impossible to get gold in real battle.
Ain't that the whole point? We did that is to make sure that there will be a bit less players under the gold, and yeah, so answer is no.
Okay. Okay. Next question. 2 more.
Antekam is asking, will Tanki editors, such as area creators, receive spectator mode for cinematics, for edits, and so on?
Did they get in YouTubers TO, and did they do they have 10k subscribers? If no, no. If yes, maybe. That's the answer, because the only other way is through spectator applications, and for spectator applications you need to be a single person. We can't give the spec to several people at once because it's going to be account sharing, and that's bad. Next question, last one. Make this one count, Mika. Come on, give me something good.
Oh, so I have a lot of questions like why Tanki is becoming pay to win. That's the best question.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's keep
I
this.
love that question as
Yeah, me
well.
too.
Oh, actually, last year we've been, reducing the difference between M0 tank and M4 tank. It was used to be 3 times different, now it's 2 times. So you're saying we're going more pay to win, and I'd be like, what?
Oh, I mean,
all the supplies I can through the missions and stuff like that. Actually, trying to keep the pay to win in check,
yeah.
because we know that players love to buy efficiency in some other way. But if you overblow it, the game will destroy itself. So we're actually trying to keep it in check. And you're saying we're going more pay to win, like, why?
Can you
explain?
Yeah. I can understand the sentiment. I mean, like, with the gameplay that is focused on if you have all of the drugs at the same time or use them often, probably you will be killing more people. Like, probably you will be performing better than the person who just plays drug free. Okay, that's a fact. That's a gameplay system. But as a person who plays absolutely free, and trust me, guys, when the week is like full of new tasks, new text to write and stuff like that, I usually do like line up my missions, like 3 of them in one game mode, complete 3, all of them, and then for several days I can just keep my chain, and probably I don't even have time to play. And still, I have, let me show you, I won't lie to you, I will just literally show you what I got for free from chains so far. And I'm using drugs all the time, as you saw on the stream, actually. So I have still
using supplies. Come on.
Yeah. So I have you can see on the stream. That's how much I have stuff, and I'm using it non-stop. So I'm not defending Simeon because otherwise I will get eaten, but alive. But at least I'm saying this is the proof right in front of you of what I personally do, playing not that often during the week and for free, and this is all of the supplies I get. I'm not in parkour battles, parkour wars, as people know happen in the English community and other stuff, but For a normal person,
So,
it's not. Yeah.
I can add that I can see why people asking that question if we're going for real, and it actually is open question for me if we will, if the Tanki Online would be rebuilt from scratch, should we add supplies as is or not? Because they're fun, but they're actually one of the part of the problem. Also, the macro upgrades, I mean the upgrades right now, they are taking really long time to grind, but they right now gives a small advantage. I'm not sure about that. We're trying to keep that in check as we usually do, and we're not trying to, system about this current system to make sure that people, get more power than they actually do right now.
Okay.
Supplies, really, I don't know. If I would make a new game, would I use the supplies or not? I don't know. I think that current system, when we give them with the mission chains, is actually doing pretty fine. My opinion, you cannot disagree with that if you want.
Well, I can't because I'm employed by the same company, but people on the chat are free to not to agree. So,
It's easy for me,
guys, thank you so much for joining. As promised, I ranked all the way to major tonight, so join us next week. We will, of course, have different guests all the time. Of course, I cannot drag here with force Semyon every time, so it's gonna be different guests, different brands, different quality of product. You know what I mean? But every week, Friday, 16 UTC, because it's like the last couple of hours until I have light in my window. So, and in my eyes. After that,
And before we
it.
go, I actually want to ask everybody to keep their and eyes up for the information about Tankin's online birthday, because it's gonna be awesome, people. I'm telling you, we are preparing some stuff.
Okay, without being this creepy again, one small hint. Come on. One hint, one like some far away indication. What's it gonna be about?
It's going to be about skins. It's going to be about protections you got right now. It's gonna be more convenient, and it's about that will bring more options to the gameplay, and I think you're gonna love it. Well, at least I hope, because that's all a game designer can do. Hope that people likes the stuff you do.
Okay, so Mika, come on, couple of last words from you. What you want to wish for people on the stream, and tell us, did you enjoy our debut show of the week?
It was my pleasure to be here, actually. Really.
Okay. Camille, stand on message.
Yeah, for me as well. And regarding ESL, there will be maybe more cups, maybe something new, something special. We will see.
And join us next week for the more fine Russian wood.
We're gonna polish some wood. Yeah, all right. Stay classy. Yeah. So on that note, thank you so much everyone for joining us. I hope you are content with the fact that we don't run promo codes here, because it's all about the guests, and I'm here just to rank up. So
I see what you did there, right?
So with the last message out, thank you for joining us. And while guys are trying to fill the air, I'm gonna find YouTube controls and stop the stream. So I will press the button anytime. How it works? It's like 30 seconds after I press or whatever. So
pull the plug.
Pull the plug. Okay, I'm pulling the plug. 3, 2, 1, pressed.